So after a week, the rain is finally clearing and it's time to get back into my garden and see what I've got going on. So last week before the rain came, I worked on starting a new bed. This is actually an old bed, but it needed some work. I've been growing garlic and onions in it. Prior to that, I think I had strawberries. It seemed like every time I put something in this bed, it died or didn't grow really well. So I ended up getting 2 bags of mushroom compost and 2 bags of soil, along with several trays of brassicas. I got cabbage and broccoli and Brussels sprouts, and I got some romaine lettuce, and we're going to put it in this bed. But before I do that, I want to show you guys my squash. It is the end of October and the squash is really doing well. It's really beautiful, and the weather was warm. Unfortunately, it's gotten a lot cooler, which is not good for my squash, but great for my brassicas because they seem to be loving the cool weather. It also looks like they really enjoyed almost a week's worth of rain. So it looks like they've settled in really well. I've got them protected from the cats and the critters, and they are just growing really nicely. Now, my squash isn't as pretty as it was, but it's still green and beautiful, and I have got a ton of squash growing in these plants. I've only managed to harvest about 5 pieces of squash, and I've shared them with the chickens. We actually had fried squash and onions last night with dinner, and guys, look at that. Look at all those tender little squash that are coming up. I'm just hoping that the weather holds out and we don't get a frost here in the next week or so. We usually get a frost in October, but I'm hoping it holds out so these squash can get a little bit bigger. There must be dozens of them in between all the leaves hidden in there, and they're still blooming. So there you go. I just need a couple of more weeks and then the frost can come so that I can harvest the last of this squash. I also want to do an update on my watermelon. It was doing really, really well, but I came out here the other day and the bottom has started to rot and it has cracked. So no watermelons this year. It was a bust, but I didn't really expect that one to grow anyway, but we did try. And now what has really surprised me are these California Wonder Peppers. Now these are a part of the survival seeds, which is done for the year, but we are still harvesting peppers, and this one is a really nice size, and there's a couple of more growing on this plant. I think I'm going to chop these up and freeze them so that I can pull them out and use them whenever I want. My beets are coming in. I probably have about half a dozen, maybe not even a dozen, that have sprouted. I've been thinking about throwing some more seeds out here, but we shall see. And my marigolds are doing really nice. My romaine, I ended up with 4 romaines, something ate the other one, and 3 nice bok choy, and I've got a couple of more coming up. But I'm really excited for those to grow, and they're so pretty. The weather has been so nice. Now, I wanted to do another update. I totally missed these, but this is the hyssop, and it was really the only part that grew. It never bloomed, but I still got some to grow, and I also have the bee balm. It is growing under here under my gardenias, and along with all the other weeds, but I bet if it makes it through the winter time, it will be awesome come spring. All right, guys, so that's going to be it for this video. We had a lot of rain and it really helped out. But as you can see, the sun is starting to come out and it's going to dry everything up, and hopefully it'll warm up and stay that way a little bit longer so that I can get that squash. But you guys have a blessed and joyous day, and I will see you on my next video.